We are
the Iowa High School
Athletic Association.
We're proud to bring you this broadcast of Iowa High School
Sports Championships,
featuring Iowa's student athletes, schools, and communities.
We support teamwork, sportsmanship, and education-based activities.
Good luck, and thanks for watching.
Hello from the Unidome in Cedar Falls, and welcome to the 2025 IHSAA football semifinals presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. We're back with another Class 5A showdown where Waukee Northwest and Iowa City Liberty will meet for a spot in next week's state championship game. I'm Keith Murphy, and joined in the booth by my partner Justin Surrency. And Justin, we have quite a contrast in these two semifinal games.
Yeah, we sure do. This is the new guard. We had the old guard with Dowling and Valley, 725 wins between the two coaches. Keith, if we were to go back 8 years ago, these schools wouldn't even exist.
That's
right?
hard to
Iowa
believe.
City Liberty 2017, Waukee Northwest 2021. But I'll tell you, I'm buddies with the scoreboard and clock management guys here, Dan Holmes. They're going to be put to the test today with their button punching, because Waukee Northwest averages 42 points, Iowa City Liberty 37. This could be a shootout, pinball machine numbers.
I'm here for it. I love it. The teams are on the field getting ready to go. We're ready to go. And when we come back, the game will go here on the Hy-Vee Championship Network.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, a fifth-generation farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Tom Keating, executive director of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. We're excited to have you join us for our state football championships.
As title sponsor of the Iowa High School Athletic Association, we're proud to support this fantastic event. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools fuel strong futures. Iowa farmers are some of the most productive individuals in our state, working endlessly to grow and raise nutritious food that helps sustain the communities we all call home. Student athletes are also incredibly productive, dedicating countless hours to train and excel in their sports. Partnering with the Iowa High School Athletic Association allows us to celebrate the achievements of both groups while providing meaningful support to help Iowa's student athletes thrive.
Reaching the state football championships is no small feat, and it takes a strong support system. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we're able to honor students for their outstanding achievements, both on the field and in the classroom. They are committed to your success, helping our organization provide awards, grants, and scholarships to honor excellence in athletics and academics.
As Iowans, we have much to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing today or a fan cheering from home, we all play a role in making our state shine. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa High School Athletic Association,
congratulations on a fantastic season and best of luck inside the Dome.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Why am I seeing yield differences in only 2 of my fields?
Great question, Evan. I've taken some soil samples, and it looks like you might have some fertility issues, especially in that northern field. Take a look.
Nothing gets past you, Rick. Hey, how long you been back there?
An agronomist never tells.
From personalized insights to year-round support, Channel agronomists always show up. Channel, all in, all season.
IHSAA Semifinal Football is brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the IHSAA, championing youth through sports and education. And by Cookies, epic sauces and bold seasonings. Remember, smart cookies use cookies. And by the Iowa Bankers Association. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Welcome back as we get ready for kickoff in the Class 5A semifinal between Iowa City Liberty and Waukee Northwest at the Unidome. Justin, what are you looking forward to in this game?
Looking forward to seeing who has kind of the momentum into this game, the energy, Keith. You know, it's a semifinal game. We think both teams will be pumped, but these are very new schools. Who saw a trip to the semifinals as kind of that ceiling, like, ooh, this is our first time as a school in the state semifinals, and what team is going to show up saying, we're not done yet? I think we'll see that. You could see a lot of energy out of one team right away. That's what I want to see. Before we kick things off, let's take a look at the keys to the game presented by Delta Dental of Iowa. Weather the storm. Waukee Northwest caused 24 turnovers on the season. Don't let bad plays snowball into more difficult plays. And then Shawshank defense. You know, Shawshank Redemption, the guy escapes out of prison using lightning strike timing. The defense for the Liberty, they need to have lightning strike timing, time it well to strike when it's hot and get those sacks so they can be free into the state final. Shawshank defense. And for Waukee Northwest? Spark first. You have to strike first and get some big points on the board. The only time Liberty has trailed at halftime was against Johnston. That's their only loss. Those were the keys to today's game presented by Delta Dental of Iowa, for your smile, for your health, and your community. And we are underway in the Unidome, and this first quarter coverage is brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the IHSAA, championing youth through sports and education. All right, here we go. Liberty with the ball first. Waukee Northwest in the all-blue uniforms. This is a good uniform game here, easy to spot each team. Liberty wearing all white, led by their senior quarterback, Reese Redding. He's a good one. Oh, he's done it all. 2 years in a row, he's led all of 5A in total offensive yards, Keith. He racks it up. And Redding gets wrapped up himself as the Waukee Northwest defense, led by Brady Fitz, is right there to stuff the first lightning play of the game. Yeah, both teams come in averaging just video game numbers. We have the #1 and #2 offenses in all of Class 5A with Iowa City Liberty and Waukee Northwest. The defense for the Wolves, though, could be a difference maker. They are hungry. 24 total takeaways. That leads 5A this season. Time to meet today's starters. The starting lineups, as you saw, are presented by Hy-Vee as we begin with the Liberty, and the pitch out wide, and boy, Northwest bringing the defense strong. That carry by Brody Beaver. Yeah, great job there, flying across the field. We're going to see a lot of guys making big tackles, but none more than Austin Van Horn. 88 tackles on the season, Keith. That's #3 in all of 5A in total tackles. Hy-Vee is a proud partner of the IHSAA. Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. So the Lightning of Liberty, as you mentioned, just 8 years as a school, into the semifinals inside the dome for the first time. Same story for Waukee Northwest, except 5 years is the length of the existence. These two teams showing the potential to be sports powers, not just in football, but other sports as well. And a timeout called quickly by the Liberty. So good start for the Waukee Northwest defense. Yeah, they're flying all over the field. We talked about having that emotion, being hungry, not settling for this being your first time in the state semifinals, wanting more. You can tell the defense right now flying all over the football field, looking like they have unfinished business right now. Still maybe reeling from that one loss they had this season. Maybe felt it should have been a perfect season, but they fell to their rival Waukee, the original Waukee High School. A Waukee Classic, yes. Northwest is coached by Corey Kapatich in his 5th season, all 5 years of the Northwest School's existence, and Liberty coached by former Hawkeye Scott Chandler, at 10 years in the NFL. 3rd and 8. Let's see if Liberty can get something going. Pass out there in the flat, turned up nicely. First down, picked up by Brody Beaver. Some good running there. Yeah, Beaver bouncing off of tacklers, breaking some. You know, the Wolves kind of had him short of the first down, but he just had 2nd and 3rd efforts that really willed him across and breaking these tackles right here. Look at him bouncing off of the Wolves defense on his way for a first down. Big pickup there to keep this drive going.
Liberty has several explosive players on offense, many different weapons, and many of them, if not most, play both ways. Redding, the quarterback, and Northwest again there with the stop. That is Jackson Davis, big number 99.
Yeah, Jackson Davis, 6'6", 220, Keith. Easy to spot, easy to make sure if you know he's on the field or not. But 33 tackles heading this one, 10 tackles for a loss, and just been all over the field, one of the leaders in tackles for a loss this year.
2nd and 11. Reddick, the quarterback, number 17. Now you'll see this all night from Liberty. The entire team will turn and look to the sideline for the play.
Yeah, getting their signals from the sideline, waiting until they see the defense line up to decide their play.
Redding forced backwards, just has to get rid of it, does a good job throwing it in the general direction of Adrian Cherry.
Yeah, Eli Eckerman putting the pressure all over Redding on this one. You can see him coming across the edge, staying with them. Ian Redding, 3.5 sacks on the season, almost got another one, but was good enough to force this 3rd and long situation.
3rd and 11, so empty backfield with Redding in the gun. 3 receivers down low, 2 up top. And again, the pause, the look over. And it could be a number of different people on the sideline sending the actual play. Redding steps up in the pocket, rolling, nice pass, gets it out there to Jordan Schroeder.
Great job, Redding, finding space in the pocket. Good coverage initially by the Wolves, but a great job. Jordan Schroeder, receivers are told to do scramble rules. When you see your quarterback moving, if you're short, go long. If you're left, go right. A lot of times receivers after the route, they'll just stand around. Schroeder found open space for his quarterback, and that's what led to that completion.
Our Musco Lighting player spotlight is on Reese Redding, who has just been everywhere and everything for the Lightning. Musco Lighting is the official and exclusive sports lighting provider of the IHSAA. And here we go with Pryor Reiners picking up yardage for the Lightning. Pryor Reiners ran out of his pants a little bit there. That's how fast he is.
Yeah, like their mascot, the Lightning.
Yeah, Lightning strikes.
Shot out of a bottle there, running hard and making it a 2nd and short situation. But yeah, Reese Redding always a threat with his legs, even when he drops back to pass. Makes it so hard for defenses to really follow the play.
2nd and 4. Northwest with 3 down linemen. As again, the Lightning, as they often do, go to the 5 receivers. And here on the jet sweep, it's Cooper Lester. And he picks up a first down as the Lightning crowd comes alive.
Yeah, something to watch, Keith. You know, they talked about the Lightning and their no huddle, kind of watching and standing around. At first, the first couple of plays, Waukee really flying all over the field. Looks like hands are on the hips. They're getting a little tired right now. They can't really sit and rest in a huddle like usual, kind of waiting for Liberty. Everything's dictated by Iowa City Liberty right now, and now they're missing tackles, the Wolves are.
And it's hot here in the Dome, especially for mid-November. Of course, it is climate controlled, but it feels warmer in here than usual. You're a guy, somebody who played for the UNI Panthers for many years, and you're now an analyst for the UNI Panthers on the broadcast team. Is this a little warmer than it usually is in the booth?
Yeah, it definitely is because of, like you said, the temperature outside. Like when you've had the heat on and all of a sudden it gets hot outside, but the heat stays on, it's a lot different inside. Now, Waukee Northwest did try to simulate indoor practicing by going to Iowa State's indoor facility. We'll see if that maybe helps to get them acclimated quicker.
2nd and 9, Redding, quick pass, little tunnel-type screen to number 22. That's Adrian Cherry. Picks up a few. It'll bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of quick, short passes. Really gets Redding in a rhythm, and they're also using the pass like a run. 3-4 yards a pass, you don't think that's big, but if you do that 3 times in a row, obviously with math, that's a first down, even though it's short passes. So even though they don't run the ball a ton, design runs, their passing game kind of simulates that.
3rd and 7. Again, Redding by himself in the backfield. 5 receivers will go on the route, but Redding is running, and he's running up the middle and down to the 14-yard line. That play worked well.
Boy, just dialing his own number there, right up the middle, part of the C's. Luckily, Bodie Morrison able to come from behind and make this tackle. Otherwise, that could have been interesting if he could have made Elliott Combe miss in the secondary, but taken down from behind, a big conversion.
1st and 10, ball at the 14-yard line. Northwest Wolves on their heels here early. In our first game of the night, Valley scored on its first drive. Redding keeps it again. This time, there's not much there. He is stuffed by the Wolves in the middle, including Austin Van Horn, who has 88 tackles this season.
Yeah,
Make it
he's
89.
been a stat stuffer this season. Just roam in the middle. You want to stay away from him the best you can. Try to kind of get his eyes elsewhere, misdirection, and get him flowing out of the way. They ran right into him and paid the price.
2nd and 8. Tyson Davis was in motion. Now the fake to the jet sweep, cross the middle, touchdown Lightning, Pryor Reiners.
7th touchdown of the season for Pryor Reiners. Just a slant from the slot position. No one picked him up. A great pass from Reese Redding. He didn't loft it to give anybody time to come underneath it. Just a bullet into the chest for 6 right there, and it's something that Iowa City Liberty is accustomed to. Top 3 in all the state 5A in total touchdowns. 56th team touchdown on the season.
Wise on to kick. And he hardly ever misses any kick. That's good. And the Lightning strikes first. 7-zip.
Yeah, just a really good drive. I mean, they were faced with some adversity there, Keith, with some 3rd downs, but they just found a way to break tackles and make some plays count when they needed it most. Quick passing game and kind of using it to their advantage like a run, getting Waukee Northwest spread out, forcing them to run in open space and tackle in open space. Really kind of playing chess, moving the pieces around and making their strengths at points where Waukee Northwest's defense's weaknesses were at.
A touchdown by number 4, Pryor Reiners. For longtime Hawkeye fans, you will remember his dad, Randy Reiners. And Pryor Reiners making a name for himself with an excellent season here and a good start to this game. And that started very much like the first game did. But Valley, after driving down the entire field, scoring a touchdown on its first possession, did not score a touchdown again.
The rest of the game, that's right. You know, Dowling was able to regroup and kind of figure some things out. And it took until the last play of the game to be a clear cutaway win. But we'll see if Liberty is able to keep that going.
Kickoff from Liberty, and back deep, here come the Wolves, and this is Jordan Green. And he is outstanding on returns, but Liberty covers it well, keeps him from getting up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Waukee Northwest, one of the only teams where you could say they've got 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown. And their special teams is electric out there. You definitely hold your breath if you're on the coverage team playing against the Wolves.
Well, here comes Waukee with their fine quarterback, Mac Heitland. And Heitland going deep to Green right away. One-handed catch up near midfield.
Yeah, that ball popped out, but after he'd already stepped out of bounds, a great one-handed snag for Jordan Green. Hello.
Yeah.
Highlight out of the gate. Jordan Green, number 1 in all of 5A in receptions coming into this game with 62 for 1,140 yards. He's got an 18-yard average, Keith. He makes big plays happen time and time again.
Heitland rolling to his left. He'll keep it. He's bounced around, and good defense by Liberty, pushing him backwards. Good containment. The half defense came after him. Look at this. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Liberty players surround Heitland. Heitland, number 14. Justin, he has numbers I've never seen before in that he's thrown 27 touchdown passes with 0 interceptions.
Yeah, it's uncanny, right?
And looking for another deep threat, Isaiah Oliver, but he is covered by Pryor Reiners.
Yeah, going both ways. Pryor Reiners, who had that touchdown, now making some elite coverage right here. And a lot of Wolves fans wanted a little hold right there, a little tug, but nothing that we could see. Incomplete pass. And this is going to be an interesting battle because you've got guys like Pryor Reiners covering fast receivers, and Isaiah Oliver and Jordan Green. Will he be too worn out? We'll see how it plays out.
3rd and long, Vineyard in the flat, the tight end. He picks up 7 or 8, but it is not enough for the first down. Well short of it, so that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Wolves seemingly will punt. The punter, at least in this case, is number 2. Isaiah Oliver?
Yeah, looks like he's had a few attempts this season, but obviously you have to be wary of a fake.
You definitely do. And
Corey Kopatich is livid on the sideline. Someone's not out there that should have been. And with Oliver back there as the punter, you think maybe they had something special designed. That could have been a wasted play right there.
Yeah, Corey Kopatich, the head coach right there. He is often a laid-back guy, but he was not happy with what he saw in that case. First quarter coverage is brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau. As sole title sponsor of the Iowa High School Athletic Association, Iowa Farm Bureau believes in competitive play and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, Farm Bureau is investing in Iowa's future. So the Wolves will seemingly punt here, although it does, I'm sure, make Scott Chandler and the Liberty staff aware that that is Isaiah Oliver, who is a speedster back there for the punt. He's got 3 players in front of him for protection. So it looks like a punt, but it is a punt, yes. He did the running punt and not able to get there in time. Eddie Kennedy, so it'll come out to the 20. And Liberty's back in business with a 7-zip lead.
Yeah, just keeping your punt return team on their toes with Isaiah Oliver doing that sprint out to the left, roll out, and punt. You just can't really get a true punt coverage, punt return blocking scheme set up because you're worried about having somebody back in coverage for a fake pass or a fake run. So something good, a little wrinkle that Coach Kopatich puts in there to just try to deter a big return.
Let's see if Liberty can build on its first drive of the game, which was a touchdown pass from Reddick to Reiners, something Liberty fans are used to seeing. 1st and 10. In motion goes Reiners. And Reddick will keep it again, and he's loose up to the 36, and he was a hand away from breaking that.
When he dials his number, man, it gets scary if you're a defensive coordinator because he has twice now really gone up the middle, your heart of your defense, and gotten big gashing plays right there. He does it again. Good job by Riddick dialing up his number and making it work. And that's one of the reasons why he is such an electric offensive player in every single game this season and last season.
He's fun to watch. He can do it with his arm, he can do it with his legs, and he's quite a leader as well. So this Liberty team wants to get to the championship to take on Dowling. Here's Cherry coming around the corner, and he's up to the 42-yard line. Adrian Cherry, he's a junior. Both of these teams have many juniors, and underclassmen, just showing you they may not be going away.
Exactly. I mean, there's no rest. If Liberty or Waukee Northwest is on your schedule, it's only going to get even more difficult. But when that target's on your back, it can get hard in the other way too. And they've both done a great job of handling that target this season.
Redding, and throws it away under pressure there. On his heels was Bodie Morrison.
Yeah, good job getting that pressure. That's going to be really important for Waukee Northwest. When Redding does drop back and pass, you have to make it difficult. The one Achilles heel that this Liberty offense has is their 10, actually 11 as a team, total interceptions. Redding has thrown 10 of them. So you're going to get some opportunities. You have to make them count. Can't have any drops if you're in that secondary for the Wolves. If he throws one up and you have a chance.
3rd and 4. The Wolves would really like to clamp down here and get the ball back and see if they can tie this game up. Redding has other ideas. He'll keep it. It's not there this time. Picks up a couple, but not much more. Good defense in the middle there by Eli Eckerman and the entire Wolves D.
Yeah, good job there. Like I said, Eli Eckerman, Charlie Hemmer, everybody rallying to the football when Redding has it. 4th down, here's a go opportunity for Coach Scott Chandler and the Lightning.
They're really going to go for it here?
Looking to get that play clock down, seeing what the Wolves defense is in. The benefit of this type of offense is they can see what kind of lineup they have before calling the play.
Redding in a little bit of a scramble drill. Has to have a 1st down, has a 1st down. What a play by Redding. Finds Tate Redding. Yeah. Redding to Redding, that's how you bail out. Find somebody with the same name.
Yeah, we've had that earlier in the first semifinal game there, Keith. Joey Nahas to Jimmy Nahas. Now we've got, Reese Redding finding Tate. Just a great job again, these receivers finding open spaces. They were covered. And then Redding rolls out, and they dart to an open spot. It makes you pull your hair out if you're a defense coordinator because he has too much time to scramble.
A great job extending the play. Beaver on the short side of the field. He's down to the 30. So Liberty picking up good yardage on most every play here as Northwest tries to keep the Lightning out of the end zone before this thing gets to be a 2-touchdown game.
What a conversion. Already 3 of 4 on 4th down, Keith. 1 of 1 on 4th down. It's been tough for the Wolves defense.
It's the Liberty Lightning 7, the Waukee Northwest Wolves 0 after 1 quarter at the Unidome. That was a fast quarter. You're watching the IHSAA football semifinals presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. More Class 5A action on the Hy-Vee Championship Network after this break.
What does commitment mean? To protect what's important, to invest in the future. It means providing peace of mind. It's what reliable people do. It's what local banks do. Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are proud to be trusted partners in building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Professional Educators of Iowa, founded by teachers for teachers in 1981.
What I like is that it is former administrators, teachers. They are people that are invested into, hey, let's make something great better.
PEI, the Professional Association for Iowa's Independent Educators.
The best thing about Professional Educators of Iowa is it's right in our backyard. It feels like home.
Now more than ever, educators are choosing PEI.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
We're not just lighting a stadium. We're creating lasting memories. We're not just installing a mini pitch. We're empowering youth to learn and grow. We're not just retrofitting an airport. We're creating an environment where workers can feel safer. This is why, whether it's a game down the street, professional stadiums around the world, or treasured monuments and landmarks. You always know when it's must go.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. When injuries, illness, or normal wear and tear lead to joint pain or discomfort, count on advanced orthopedic care at Mercy One. From joint replacement to sprains and fractures to physical therapy, our team can help you get back to the activities you enjoy, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
IHSAA Semifinal Football on the Hy-Vee Championship Network is brought to you by Hy-Vee, a proud partner of IHSAA. Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. And by Sukup Manufacturing Company, the world's largest family-owned and operated manufacturer of grain storage, drying, and handling equipment. And by the Iowa Farm Bureau. From rural roots to statewide pride, Iowa Farm Bureau proudly supports student-athletes across Iowa.
We're back for the second quarter here on the Hy-Vee Championship Network. Lightning leading by 7.
Yeah, and I'm real impressed with Reese Reddick right now. Near perfect game. 9 of 11 passing, already 116 total yards. He's doing it through the air. He's doing it with his legs as well. He looks like he is in pure mid-postseason greatness performance right now.
He's fought his way through some injuries like most players this point of the season, but he looks sharp tonight. How about that play? Looking one way, coming back across to Reiners. They're giving the Waukee Northwest defense a lot to think about right now.
Yeah, it really is, and just the fact that they're just kind of spread out all over the field, something different that Waukee Northwest just can't seem to handle right now. It seems like the Lightning are playing at another tier than the Waukee Northwest defense. I mean, things are going too fast for the Wolves defense right now, it seems.
Also, Reddick he'll throw a jump pass too. You'll see him perhaps tonight do it. I've seen him do it several times. Here's Beaver. He's into the open field, breaks a tackle inside the 10, and Northwest has its backs against the wall again here as the Lightning move it into 1st and goal.
Yeah, Brody Beaver just, not really touched, Keith, until he's about 7 yards downfield, and then he's coming full speed at you with that frame of his, 5'11", and he's got 5 touchdowns on the season. Nearly had another one rushing there if it wasn't stopped at the 10-yard line.
Reddick from the gun with Beaver lined up behind him, now moves over to his side as the Lightning change the play. Reddick will keep it inside down to the 6-yard line. So Northwest really being challenged here. This is not the kind of team you want to go down 14.
No, not at all, because they keep the pedal to full throttle when they go up. There's no easing off. This is a team that averages 38 points per game, and they love to put it up like a pinball machine. Reese Reddick has been doing this all season, and they're knocking on the door for 14 points. And what's important about that, Waukee Northwest defense only averages giving up 14.8 points a game all season, Keith.
And Waukee Northwest played a tough schedule, coming in as the number 2 seed. That's a touchdown. Brody Beaver.
All strength and power on that play, dragging defenders into the end zone. That's what you get when you give the ball to number 38, Brody Beaver, taking Eddie Kennedy into the end zone with him. You look at across the board, Keith, and you try to play numbers. Okay, what's the D-line like on Waukee Northwest? What's the offensive line on Iowa State Liberty? And Liberty is small when you look at the numbers, but they don't play the game on paper. They are physical, and they are fast, and that is a problem right now for Waukee Northwest.
Wise's kick is good, and the Iowa City Liberty Lightning jump ahead 14-0 early second quarter. Another
this was
good drive.
A big drive for Iowa City Liberty. I mean, again, Waukee Northwest had some chances, but Reddick scrambling out, finding guys in open space, just kind of like street ball out there after the play is over. Guys are running new routes because the play is dead, but the defense stops and the offense goes, and the Lightning just keep on piling up yards on third down, on big plays. Waukee Northwest just doesn't have an answer, whether it's screens out to the outside, runs to Beaver on the inside. They're showing strength and power despite their size. You know, maybe Waukee Northwest came into this looking at the rosters and seeing height and weight, and you think, oh, no problem, we played bigger. You know, we have Dowling, Southeast Polk, Johnston, all these big body teams. And hey, the Lightning running right by you, but also showing some muscle, as Beaver did right there in the end zone.
Well, Waukee Northwest has two guys deep who can return this kick and have taken it to the house. You've got Jordan Green, number 6, and Isaiah Oliver, number 2.
Yeah, both with touchdowns on kickoff returns over 90 yards.
This will be kicked out of bounds, so that's a penalty. So Northwest will start with good field position. It feels, Justin, like Northwest needs to avoid a 3-and-out here at all costs.
Yeah, and because the Iowa City Liberty can put up points so quickly. If you go down to them, how are you going to play catch-up when you haven't stopped them on back-to-back drives? They go 14 unanswered points. You have to somehow find a way to get some stops, but also keep pace with a team that seems like they have all the answers right now.
So ball at the 35-yard line after the penalty for kicking it out of bounds. Heitland from the gun. He'll go to Ryan Woodruff, who is Waukee Northwest's feature running back. He's coming off a 5-touchdown game.
That was huge in that game against Sioux City East to go 5 touchdowns, 192 yards to punch your ticket to the semifinals. 15 touchdowns on the season. I like that they came out running the football. Plenty of time left. You don't need to get desperate and get it to Woodruff. That was good.
Heitland rolling and looking, going to try to just drop it into the bucket to Vineyard, but it's not there. Good defense again by the Lightning.
Yeah, doing a good job of coverage there. Heitland nowhere to go, and smart with the football, just kind of throwing it away. But one of the differences with the receivers here, when they're out there on the routes, Northwest, you see guys there on the sideline, you kind of stay on the sideline. He just, did a good job of curling and going upfield. But Iowa City Liberty, when plays break down, man, they are going across the field, finding open space, going in a completely different direction than they were on the original route.
3rd and 6, Heitland. He's forced out of the pocket. He's going to have to make something happen, and he does to Oliver across the middle. First down, Wolves.
And that's a good job by Oliver. Again, finding spots late. Oliver drifting a little bit, and then finally made a strong, decisive cut, and that's what allowed Heitland to find him getting open. And this is what it's going to take, because both of these secondaries do a good job of initial coverage, but a good job by Isaiah Oliver, very high IQ play, finding the soft spot in the defense. And a great frame, 6'1", big body to get to when you need some help. He can really have a high catch radius around his body.
Nearly 1,000 yards for Oliver this season, 9 touchdowns. The pitch to Oliver, breaks a tackle and will get up to midfield. Picks up a couple, could have lost a couple.
Yeah, good job breaking that tackle in the backfield. Looked like he was going to be down in a big stop for Iowa City Liberty, but he's able to get rid of the tackler and break 2 tackles on that play. And sometimes when things aren't working, you got to find a guy where hey, this is a mismatch. I know this wasn't in the game plan right away, but we got to force feed the ball to someone right now. That guy is Isaiah Oliver. He's making some plays early.
2nd and 5, Woodruff behind big number 71. 71 is Dalton DeBoer. He's headed to
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
Demon Deacon going to play some ACC football, and you can see why.
This guy is the biggest building in Waukee. He's 6'6", 330, number 71. There you have a good look at Woodruff and Heitland. They have made so many plays for this Wolves team. Wolves the 2 seed, the Lightning the 4 seed. Heitland looking deep for Oliver. Good defense that time by Reiners.
Yeah, good job. Peyton Reiners again, stride for stride there with Isaiah Oliver, doing a good job on coverage. Prior Reiners just able to knock this one down and get in the way. A beautiful job getting that head turned around and knowing exactly where the football was. Just a good job, though, giving your receiver an opportunity. That's all you can ask for.
Justin, does anyone wear the mouthpiece anymore? Hey, there's a guy with the mouthpiece in. Heitland just
the
put
big
his
linemen,
mouthpiece
they're
in.
getting blasted every place.
A lot
they
of those
need
guys,
it.
it's out the whole game. 2nd and 10. Heitland almost looked like a broken play there, and bringing the heat is Alex Stunk.
Yeah, Strunk was able to just get back there and elude the block on the edge. He just disregarded that one easily, and now really backing up Waukee Northwest. Now the good thing for the Wolves, they do have some big-time playmakers on the edge and give them some shots. We saw Jordan Green with that great one-handed catch. They're going to need to go to something big and convert this.
Strunk is just a junior. Oliver is a senior, and he's going to pick up 7 or 8 yards for the Wolves.
Yeah, about to the original line of scrimmage there.
Brings up a
trying
4th
to
down.
Get what they could here. Just a simple screen. They were just hoping that they could get some blocks out there, but some guys kind of ran by some of the defenders. Logan Lobenthal was able to get right in there, scoot in and make that tackle, help on it to make sure he didn't get close to the 1st down.
Waukee seemingly is going to punt it. Keenan Quaid is in to punt this time. He's a punter. He'll kick it as well. Back deep, Adrian Cherry deep. He'll be able to field this. No, he won't. Comes up short, comes to a stop at about the 18-yard line. So Northwest unable to get down the field, did move the ball for a couple of 1st downs, and then it bogged down, and that gives it back to Liberty. And the question becomes, can the Wolves stop Liberty?
Right.
Stop them from scoring.
And they haven't yet. 14 unanswered points, touchdowns on their 2 drives. And I mean, we're already, 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter because those drives that Liberty put together, they've taken up some clock. So that's extra time that your offense doesn't have to come back either. Real interesting to see how this drive goes. It's still a lot of time left, but this is one you cannot allow points to this Liberty Lightning offense.
Redding quickly out in the flat to Jordan Schroeder, and there's so many different guys you have to worry about if you're the Northwest defense, because Lubenthal, whose name we haven't called yet, he can make plays. Schroeder, Reiners, Lester, Roz, Cherry, all these guys, Beaver, they have a bunch of different guys making plays, so there's not one person to key on, not even 2. And it all starts with Redding, number 17. Redding will roll to his right, and look at the vision to find Schroeder in the pocket.
Yeah, so tough. Again, as Redding scrambles, all the defensive flow, even when guys are covering receivers, you start to flow towards them because you look at a quarterback that has 869 yards rushing. When he takes off, you want to make the tackle. Well, then you forget about the receiver, right? And then, boom, Jordan Schroeder's wide open after you thought you had him covered. Boom, Logan Lobenthal open, Prior Reiners. And they're making plays after you've had coverage, and that's just frustrating, adds to the disappointment.
Throwing across your body while running to your right, one of the more difficult things for a quarterback to do, and he just did it there. Beaver picks up more yardage for the Lightning, 3 or 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Lightning. In on the stop there, Elliott Cohn.
Good job there. I mean, Waukee Northwest has to do a better job on 1st and 2nd down to create 3rd and long situations for this Liberty team.
Schroeder again and near another 1st down, gets about 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Lightning.
Yeah, that's when it gets tough because with 3rd and short, the Lightning, I mean, they have such a good offense where they can do that quarterback read option, and he can run or pass.
And there's something we might not have expected to see, and that's Redding under center, but just saw something, went up there quickly, snapped it, sneaked it, first down.
Yeah, not messing around with, getting it out of the shotgun in the short yard situation, handing it off, and then trying to get the first down. They had Redding right up there, sprint up to the line of scrimmage, and take it under center and dive for that first down.
1st and 10, Lightning again approaching midfield, up 14. Beaver out in the flat, not much there. Good defense from Northwest. Yeah, this feels a little bit like when a big, talented basketball team goes against a run-and-gun offense with a bunch of shooters and playmakers, and you have to adjust. Northwest has time to adjust, but right now it feels like the Wolves are spinning.
Yeah, it really does. Just outpacing the Wolves right now on offense. And even when they get a stop, then there seems to be something that happens that they're just not ready for on 3rd down, where Redding just finds a way, like a magician, pulling a rabbit out of his hat to convert.
2nd and 10, Redding, and he finds Reiners. And that is a first down for Iowa City Liberty.
Yeah, great job there. Just a straight, normal passing play, like a curl route, and it's the yards after the catch. You want to, if you're going to give up the 8 yards, okay, make the tackle, right? Well, they're not even that close. To separation that Pryor Reiners is able to get allows him to turn and then get extra yards to get the first down.
Reiners can zip it in there too, can he? Throws a really good-looking football. 1st and 10 again. Just 2:40 to go. This has been a fast first half here in the 2nd semifinal Class 5A. Dowling Catholic already into the championship game. That time, not much there. Good defense by Blake Ludwig.
Yeah, good job getting there, not letting him break that tackle. Yards after the catch, so huge for this Iowa City Liberty offense. You have to make the tackle as soon as they kind of catch that football. Otherwise, you're in trouble. And we've seen it. They've been picking up first downs, having too much space. And a good job there by the Wolves by collapsing on the football.
2nd and 8. Reese Redding by himself in the backfield. Takes his time. He's dangerous out there. And another first down for the Lightning.
Yeah, so good at picking his spots. Everybody's covered, and this time the defenders, because of how successful he's been, they stay with the receivers and those guys out in the routes, and then Redding fast enough to get outside of the linebackers and the edge rushers and pick up the first down. Right now, just no answer for Redding at quarterback. He is the difference maker in this game.
1st and 10, minute 25 to go here in the first half. Lightning looking to add to a 14-point lead. And not much there for Lubenthal. Logan Lubenthal, senior. He's made a bunch of big plays this year. Haven't called his name much today, but they can come at you in waves here, the Lightning can, and Northwest going to have to make some adjustments to get back in this game.
Yeah, you have to stay at it, stay positive. We talked about, they've got guys that go 2 ways. If you can keep within striking distance, how good is that stamina late in the ball game? You can't give up hope despite being down 2 possessions. You need to keep chipping away.
2nd 9, inside of a minute, Redding. And that's picked. That's the play Northwest needed. Elliott Combe with the interception. Somebody needed to make a play for Northwest. His name is Elliott Combe.
Yeah, 11th interception thrown by Redding on the season. That's the one thing. Take advantage if you get the opportunity. They did not let that slip through their hands. Elliott Combe coming up big, a momentum changer. Now you have to answer back if you're Waukee Northwest. You got the stop that you needed to try to cut this. You got 42 seconds left, but you've got the big play receivers that can score from just about anywhere on the football field. They've got some big ones this season. Isaiah Oliver with a long of 83 and Jordan Green with 76.
That's Jordan Green on the catch. He comes inside. He's going to get up to about the 27, 28-yard line. Not much time to work with here. 34 seconds to go. Northwest will call a timeout here. They still have 2 timeouts after this. So down 14, you go ahead and try to score.
I think it's well within your playbook, right? It's how you've scored all season, how you've made plays. This isn't out of the realm for them. It's not a running team with 34 seconds left. We're saying, okay, you want to act kind of out of your normal play calling abilities. Find your plays, your go-to. If you have one-on-one coverage, create a formation where you can find that mismatch, whether it's Jordan Green out of the edge and you see one-on-one, or Isaiah Oliver, and give your guy a chance. 50-50 balls, you'll put it in a spot where if your receiver can't get it, if you're Matt Heitland, you put it in a spot, it's incomplete, and it's not an interception. You make sure you put it in a spot for them, and whether that's a crossing route you can have, post in a corner where they kind of cross and trip up the D-backs and the safeties. You just go for a big play where you can get down, call another timeout, and then you're within striking distance.
Hy-Vee is a proud partner of the IHSAA, bringing you all 14 games this week on the Hy-Vee Championship Network. Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. Scott Chandler's Lightning having a strong first half here, but now opportunity for Northwest after making something happen. Quick pass out in the flat to Oliver. Can he get out of bounds? No.
Wow, they were dialing it up right there, Keith, but an awesome job back there in the secondary. Jordan Schroeder did not fall for this. They wanted the safety to come up when they saw Isaiah Oliver on the screen. He stayed back, and Jordan Green did not have a free streaking route down the sideline. Awesome play, probably seeing that on film throughout the week of what they've done earlier this season. Jordan Schroeder, definitely a saving play there that will go unnoticed, but definitely on film you can see it.
So Waukee Northwest will let the clock run out, and that is the halftime. It's halftime in Class 5A with the Iowa City Liberty Lightning 14. The Waukee Northwest Wolves, the 2 seed, 0, and both teams heading to the locker room. You're watching the IHSAA football semifinals presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. We'll be right back on the Hy-Vee Championship Network.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,800.
Visit GoKubota.com today to find your local Kubota dealer.
High school activities have given me the opportunity to get involved and make new friends.
Compete in sports that I love and meet new people.
Do something I love while building the programs in my community.
Not just be a role model off the court, but also be a role model on the court.
Make connections and meet new people.
They give me a reason to work hard and better myself for the future. Set good examples to the younger athletes.
Have a positive impact on my community.
Help us support Iowa high school activities.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Halftime coverage is brought to you by Northwest Bank, proud to power our local communities with personal and business banking that never stops working for you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Unidome, where we've reached the Northwest Bank halftime of our second Class 5A semifinal of the day, and the score through 2 quarters is Liberty Lightning 14, Northwest Wolves 0. Just like a great team, success in business takes planning, dedication, and trust. That's why businesses count on Northwest Bank, where personal and business banking never stops working for you. Member FDIC. With the teams in the locker rooms, we'll step aside for a message from title sponsor Iowa Farm Bureau and a fun highlight of champions from the last school year at the Athletic Association.
Thanks for joining us for the 2025 IHSAA State Football Championships. I'm Chris Cuellar, Communications Director at the Iowa High School Athletic Association. We hope you're enjoying the competition our member schools are putting on today. At the Iowa High School Athletic Association, we're deeply grateful for the incredible support that makes this event possible, and no partner plays a more pivotal role than our title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau. With me here today is Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Good to be with you, Chris.
First off, I'd like to thank the Iowa Farm Bureau for being the sole title sponsor of our state football championships and a longtime supporter of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. What do you think makes education-based activities so special in Iowa, and why is it important for organizations like Iowa Farm Bureau to be involved with events like this?
Well, Chris, at the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools go hand in hand. Just as the student athletes competing here today are among the nation's best, Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive, leading the way in corn, hog, and ethanol production, but also in pioneering conservation efforts. Iowa ranks #1 in water quality, wetlands, bioreactors, grassed waterways, filter and buffer strips, pollinator habitats, and conservation tillage. As proud title sponsors, we're excited to celebrate the strength and spirit of Iowa's farmers and student athletes. Their resilience defines what it means to be farm strong and makes these games and our state truly special.
With these games being a high point of the high school experience for so many student athletes, can you describe how Iowa Farm Bureau makes sure its sponsorship goes beyond the event itself?
The championship games are an important moment, but we want our impact to last much longer. That's why we're proud to support them throughout the year through our work with the Iowa High School Athletic Association and the Girls Union to sponsor concussion insurance at no cost for all boys and girls participating in the practice and play of all sports sanctioned by the organizations. It's an extremely important program and just one way that we feel we can help look out for the long-term well-being of student athletes. In addition to concussion coverage, the Iowa Farm Bureau is one of the state's largest scholarship providers, contributing over $250,000 in scholarships each year to Iowa's students. Right now, we're accepting applications for our scholarships, so we encourage students to visit our website for more information. And knowing teachers play a critical role in shaping our students' futures, we also provide grant programs to help educators offset costs for much-needed education resources, helping to enhance classroom experiences in schools across Iowa.
Adding to that incredible list of support, the Iowa Farm Bureau also sponsors the IHSAA's Governor Scholar Recognition Ceremony. I always see members of the Farm Bureau team at the event alongside our Athletic Association staff. Could you share why you think it's so important for your organization to be involved?
At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that today's students are the future leaders of our state. By supporting the Iowa Governor's Scholar Program, we have the privilege of being present to honor more than 400 of Iowa's brightest academic achievers. These students are not only excelling in their classrooms, but they are also the future leaders who will help shape Iowa's progress. This initiative is deeply important to our organization, our members, and all Iowans, as it highlights the value of education and leadership in moving Iowa forward.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Brent, and for your continued support of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Your partnership has been essential in helping us grow student services through recognition programs, grants, and scholarships. We truly appreciate your commitment to education-based activities and the students we serve across Iowa.
I don't get it. Why is there uneven crop emergence out here?
Great question, Jill. From what I've seen, soil compaction from your sprayers and grain carts is the likely culprit. This can hinder root penetration and emergence along field edges.
What would I do without you, Tom?
Hey, that's what I'm here for. Let's catch up later. I'm needed over in Monroe County.
From personalized insights to year-round support, Channel Seed pros always show up. Channel, all in, all season.
Nice guy.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
You love our lineup of legendary Pizza Ranch pizzas. And now, get ready to love the Big Popper. Loaded with cream cheese, Italian sausage, jalapenos, sweet peppadew peppers, and a honey hot sauce drizzle. A little sweet, a little heat, and a whole lot of flavor. Try the Big Popper Pizza, along with our new Chicky Chicky Boom Boom Salad. Only for a limited time, only at Pizza Ranch.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Hello and welcome to the Iowa High School Athletic Association's Football Halftime. I'm Communications Director Chris Cuellar, and joining me today is ISL Education Lending President and CEO Steve McCullough. Steve, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Can you explain what the synergies are between what the Athletic Association is doing and what the work of ISL Education Lending for Iowa students?
Well, our purpose is to help students and families succeed in education and career after high school. As a nonprofit, we offer low-cost private student loans. We also offer scholarships and college planning tools to help families make wise choices.
I assume there's some people watching who just heard the word scholarships. Can you tell me a little more about that?
So, right now, you can register to win one of 45 $1,000 scholarships. They're for high school students, college students, and their parents. And you can register at iowastudentloan.org, or you can scan the QR code on the video board. You need to register by December 5th.
What are some other resources that people should take away here about ISL Education Lending?
Well, we just launched a new scholarship search service called Step 1 Scholarship Search. It's free for use, and it's customized and personalized so you can find scholarships that are a match for you. For more information about Step 1 Scholarship Search Service or any of our other programs, go to iowastudentloan.org.
We got a lot of overlap there with our high school students either on the field or hopefully watching at home. Hopefully they can take advantage of those resources. Steve, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Into the end zone. Wow, it's a great pull. Here again. Wants to throw deep. Has a man open. Coopsy catches him at the 10. Trucks into the end zone.
And the celebration begins here for the Grundy Center Spartans.
It's a wide open receiver. Makes the catch and pulls into the end zone for a touchdown. What a performance. North Polk goes undefeated. They will hoist the state's biggest trophy. lane. Off balance, Jackson with 2 seconds left, and this one is over. Jaden McGregory.
Oh my word.
Robles and scores! What an unbelievable strike.
Here's Vanderloon crossing home plate. And that is the ball game.
And Iowa City High has won their first ever title in baseball.
We're not just lighting a stadium. We're creating lasting memories. We're not just installing a mini pitch. We're empowering youth to learn and grow. We're not just retrofitting an airport. We're creating an environment where workers can feel safer. This is why, whether it's a game down the street, professional stadiums around the world, or treasured monuments and landmarks, you always know when it's must go.
What does commitment mean? To protect what's important? To invest in the future? It means providing peace of mind. It's what reliable people do. It's what local banks do. Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are proud to be trusted partners in building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Need money for college? Our scholarship registration is quick and easy. ISL Education Lending Scholarship is open to both students and parents. Visit iowastudentloan.org/award for details. Multiple awards are available, and you learn valuable financial literacy tips as part of the process. Register online today for your chance to win $1,000.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Halftime was brought to you by Northwest Bank, proud to power our local communities with personal and business banking that never stops working for you. Member FDIC.
We're back with the Northwest Bank halftime in the Class 5A semifinals. The score at the half is the Liberty Lightning 14, the Waukee Northwest Wolves 0. Now, before the third quarter gets going, here's a glance at first half stats thanks to Suka. And Justin, kind of a one-sided first half. What jumps out to you?
Well, coaches will say if you win the time of possession battle, Keith, you have a pretty good chance of coming out with a W. Iowa City has almost 3 times the amount of possession that Waukee Northwest has, and they've been doing it with 2 scoring drives that had 80 yards on them, just taking up huge chunks of time, and then third down percentage, Keith, 80% for the Iowa City Liberty Lightning and 100% on fourth down where they went for it. They were 1 of 1. So Waukee Northwest really needs to clamp down on third down, which then obviously makes the Lightning punt, which then takes away from their possession.
Two ways of looking at this, Justin. If you look at these stats, I think you would think the score is even more than 14-0. So that is a positive for Northwest, especially with that pickoff by Cone.
Yeah, that was a big interception.
They were able to keep it within, go back and get them, reel them back in distance. On the other hand, Northwest did not seem to have any answers for that Rettig-led offense by the Liberty.
Yeah, they seemed confused and just running around and not really understanding where they needed to be reading or keying in on. So we'll see if that changes.
Closed captioning on today's over-the-air networks is presented by Sukup Manufacturing. Sukup is the world's largest family-owned grain bin manufacturer and a proud supporter of Iowa high school activities. We appreciate you watching this state semifinal in Class 5A. There's only been one champion since the Iowa High School Athletic Association added a Class 5A, Southeast Polk. The Rams won it back-to-back years. Liberty knocked out SEP last week in a great game. It went back and forth, and Liberty struck last to win and advance here to take on the 2 seed, the Wolves. But the Waukee Northwest Wolves are in trouble. Let's see. They get the ball first. Let's see what they can do. They do keep it away, and it's probably a smart strategy from Jordan Green. This has been the Northwest Bank halftime, or it was. Well, I realize we're in the third quarter now, but Northwest Bank is proud to power our local communities with personal and business banking that never stops working for you. Member FDIC. And you're watching the IHSAA football semifinals presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. And the second half is underway here on the Hy-Vee Championship Network.
Yeah, Keith, this is the second lowest first half total that the Waukee Wolves have had all season. They had 7 points at the half against Iowa City High when it was a 7-6 halftime game. They scored 28 in the third quarter in that game and went on their way to win handily.
So Northwest goes to Ryan Woodruff to start the second half. Not much there, though. The Liberty defense has been stout, keeping the Wolves off the scoreboard, although Waukee Northwest didn't have the football very much in the first half. Just, what, 5-6 minutes?
Yeah, just 6 minutes the whole game, just 3 possessions.
Mac Heitland rolls out, finds Isaiah Oliver, who had a player draped on him, Reiners all over him, and Oliver catches it anyway.
Yeah, great catch there by Oliver. These D-backs being real aggressive with these Wolves receivers. And, you know, the play is get aggressive. If they start calling anything, then you know when to back off. Right now, they're letting things go right now, and that was a great catch by Oliver, getting that first down, moving the chains.
Number 14, Heitland again. He has 27 touchdowns and 0 interceptions on the season. Woodruff, not much there. The ground game, having trouble getting going against this defense, which is led by Landon Bell, number 40. He has 62 tackles on the season.
Yeah.
And they all fly to the football on that Lightning side.
Yeah, he plays both ways as well. He's been an all-district tight end, 17.5 tackles for a loss, 3-time state wrestling qualifier Bell is, so looking to ring that bell on the mat this season as well.
And we know he's tough and disciplined. Second down, whistle, flag. We haven't had many penalties. How many penalties do we have in that first half?
We had a lot just in that first half.
The defense, number 4.
The last
5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Second down.
That was a quick first half of football here between these two teams.
It's been a clean game. The stats we showed 0 penalties in that game until. So they've been playing really disciplined football.
2nd and 2, Heitland. Keep it on the ground to Woodruff. First down for Northwest. Gets it up to about the 41-yard line here, and I think the Wolves understand they need to keep the ball here and move it down the field.
Yeah, the beauty of only being down 2 possessions, you don't really have to go out of your game plan. You can still run the football.
Heitland rolling, just going to throw it into the ground. Now, he can do that because he's out of the pocket. In the first game tonight, we saw Jaden McGregory on a reverse pass, kind of throw it into the stands, throw it away. That was a penalty for grounding.
Yeah, because McGregory was not the original intended quarterback, because Heitland took the snap and was running. He could do that, throw it away, and he did have Joe Vineyard in the area vicinity as well. Obviously, Scott Chandler thinking that the effort put forth to that pass should have been ruled grounding.
Heitland comes back the other way to Vineyard. Nice move by Vineyard. He's going to get it inside the 50-yard line. Some tough running and good moves.
Great job by Vineyard. You know, sometimes as receivers, you don't have to be a great blocker. You just kind of have to get in the way. And you can see out here on the edge, Isaiah Oliver doing a great job at just being there, right? Getting his nose in there and getting the guys away far enough so that way Vineyard could make a big play. So good job there, leading the way, and a needed first down for the Wolves.
1st and 10, Woodruff. And I shouldn't have said anything about the lack of penalties.
Here they come.
False start on the offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty, first down.
So that'll back it up. Henry Moore picks up the penalty. And again, it just seems unfair these offensive linemen get their names mentioned when they jump off sides.
They work so hard and don't get much credit.
They're so important. I can't get over how big number 71 is. Wow, he is a he's a building.
The ACC is going to find out about him next fall, right? Delton DeBoer going to Wake Forest.
The Demon Deacons. Woodruff trips up. I think the Panther logo got him.
Yeah, turf monster is what we used to call it, right? The individual, monster that makes the tackle. Doesn't get credit. Talked about linemen getting too much credit for those false starts. Turf monster doesn't get any sacks, but he's undefeated.
These teams have done a good job adjusting to how different it feels inside too. It's warmer, it's louder, it's a more energized atmosphere. They're used to playing outdoors, and for both of these teams, it's their first appearance.
False start on the offense, number 2.
My goodness.
5-yard penalty, second down.
Yeah, sorry about that mention about the penalties.
Now they keep rolling, right? It's like,
I take it back.
It's contagious. And hopefully, this is just backing up the momentum that Waukee Northwest has built. And now they're killing themselves. 2nd and 20 when, their longest drive was about 25 yards so far this game.
Well, they've got the talent to get out of this hole. They just put themselves in with penalties. Heitland. Nice catch by Jordan Green. Jordan Green has more than 1,100 yards receiving.
Yeah, number 2 in reception yards, Keith, in 5A. He has been a go-to, sure-handed receiver and just really making big plays to put them in good position. That diving catch gets them nearly back to the original line of scrimmage. And here we go. You got the receivers to make the big plays happen.
3rd and 13. They'll need some yardage here. Quick pass. Oliver. And he shakes free of 2 or 3 tacklers. He's still going, determined to get closer to that first down. And he did get closer. Didn't pick it up. But, boy, some tough running there. And William Fry finally gets him down.
Great job by Fry, because it looked like it was going to take the entire team just to get him down. Nearly broke free for a big gain. Isaiah Oliver, just 2nd and 3rd effort, determined to try to keep Waukee Northwest in this ball game.
Oh, we've got some kind of shift going on here on 4th and 5. Let's see what the Wolves do. And I think they jumped again.
Look like they're moving on the right side.
False start on the offense, number 30. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Boy, Coach Corey Kapatich, he's going to pull his hair out.
Yeah,
well,
dialed up to get a trick play there, fake punt. And not only do you not get to run it, but you've revealed it.
Right, good point.
That's one that they can watch out for the rest of the game if it gets close.
They were waiting for just that situation and were not able to pull it off. The punt from Keenan Quaid, it's a good one. Cherry fields it inside the 5, tackled immediately by Austin Van Horn. Cherry did a good job of doing something you like, which is not taking a chance on having it pinned down close.
Yeah.
But great coverage
even
by
better,
the Wolves special teams.
Even better punt coverage, getting down there. It's so important because now you're trying to flip the field here. You give Iowa City Liberty a backed up field position, and most of the time offensive coordinators aren't as aggressive when you're so far back. You don't want Reese Redding back there, and then, you know, in the chance that he takes a sack, now you're in real trouble. Usually they play conservative, so we'll see how an aggressive offense plays backed up.
1st and 10, Redding. He'll keep it and get it up to about the 7-yard line, so picks up a couple as Northwest pinned up against its own end zone.
Yeah, this was just a great job by Redding of gaining some space, right? You give yourself a little bit more room to try to operate. And if you're Waukee Northwest, this is a big down right here. You have to keep them around that 5-yard line to keep them uncomfortable. A nice gain, get them closer to that first down, really alleviates all the pressure on Liberty.
Empty backfield. Redding with 3 receivers down low. He rolls that way, and ball's on the ground. Northwest smothers it. Touchdown, Wolves. Bodie Morrison for 6.
Unbelievable. You keep pounding and believing that something is going to happen and turn your way. You keep flying around the football, and boom, there it is, and you take advantage of it. Great job falling on the football. Bodie Morrison, 3 sacks on the year, gets a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and suddenly the Wolves are back in this game in a 1-possession game with a trip to the state final on the line.
Quaid for the all-important extra point. Good. New game. 14-7. That's what made it so important to stay within striking distance here. And bringing the heat, number 44 for Waukee Northwest, Eli Eckerman, had an assist from Jackson Davis. And then it's picked up by Bodie Morrison, who lives the dream.
Wow, what a play there, getting in the backfield for the sack. 2 takeaways in this game, gives them 26 on the season. Nobody in Class 5A has more takeaways than the Waukee Northwest Wolves, and that one put them right back in this. Nothing more key than that one right there.
Redding was on the rollout, looked like he might do that jump pass or one of his many different creative passes that he makes. He can throw back across his body either direction. He's like a point guard with the football.
Yeah, it's been working so much, rolling out, finding guys off broken plays. But that time, Waukee Northwest with the pass rush around the edge, able to get to him before he can make it.
Quaid gives the Lightning no chance to return it, so they'll take over at the 20-yard line, and we'll see what the Wolves can do with this momentum and how the Lightning respond to their first adversity here in this game. They've kind of controlled everything.
Yeah, they have. They haven't, felt much pressure, figuratively and literally, and now they're going to be faced with it a little bit because Waukee Northwest, 1-possession game, you can stay aggressive. That is what got you here, and because it's 1 possession, you can feel like, okay, now we can dial back in some of our plays on defense, let our hair hang loose a little bit, and give our guys some chances because you've got 2 takeaways, and you know that they're vulnerable.
Redding out of the gun, 3 receivers up top, quick strike, and picks up a first down. The quick strike is to Cooper Lester.
It's a good job of getting their feet wet again, getting Redding maybe to forget about that last fumble, a quick pass, get it under his belt, and a sigh of relief.
Cooper Lester's dad is Tim Lester, the offensive coordinator of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Pretty big game coming up tomorrow at USC.
Right. Heading out West Coast.
Redding, another quick strike, this time to Cherry, picks up another, let's call it 5 yards, bring up a 2nd and 5.
Now, all important now, Waukee Northwest doing a much better job in this second half than they did in the first half on third downs and late yardage situation here in this second half. Liberty was 80% in the first half on third down, seemed to get everything they wanted at any time.
Reese Redding has been so fun to watch here tonight, the quarterback. He'll keep it. He'll find another first down for the Lightning. Has really good vision, again, for the point guard analogy. He sees everything around him.
Yeah, he's able to just kind of look like a design drop back and quarterback sneak just right up the middle. You get everybody thinking it's a pass, so they maybe come around the outside edge, and then those inside holes just open right up. The linebackers fly out because you're doing a good enough pass fake in your drop back to really fool them to try to want to get out to the flats quickly because thinking you're going to pass it.
1st and 10, motion from Lester. Quick pass, and Schroeder couldn't handle it. Justin, one of the things that strikes me here, and I'm so impressed with Iowa City Liberty playing to its strengths, their offensive line is just smaller than we're used to seeing in Class 5A at this level of the semifinal games.
And, you know, newer school, obviously trying to get kids in the program and get bigger as the years go on. But their biggest offensive lineman, Keith, goes 240 pounds. That's Jaron Surtith, and he would be the smallest one on Waukee Northwest's offensive line.
Redding picks up a few more. He's stopped by Brady Fitz, also Blake Ludwig. So here we have a big play, an opportunity for Northwest, and the crowd senses it. Wolves fans are on their feet. 3rd and 7. Let's see what the Lightning dial up.
Yeah, Liberty offense right in front of that Waukee Northwest crowd, making it hard to hear at the line of scrimmage right now.
Yeah, much louder indoors than it is outdoors. You have to adjust to it. Good job by Reiner spinning around to make the catch. Gets on the corner, outside, first down.
Yeah, just they got to the edge. A great job there by Liberty, running some go-to plays right here. A little screen, the ball behind Reiners, but you know he's able to do a little pirouette and get that ball. And Pryor Reiners just hits the edge and outflanks the defense for Waukee Northwest. Great job of blocking by those other receivers on the outside to make sure that Reiners had the space to turn it upfield.
1st and 10, and a big shift here. So Beaver comes into the backfield. We haven't seen the running back in the backfield very much in this half, really not in the game. Another completed pass, another 6 yards or so. Good defense to stop that from going any further.
Yeah, the separation getting smaller and smaller for these Iowa City Liberty receivers. In that first half, they often had the time to catch it and spin around, turn, and gain a couple of yards. That time, Eddie Kennedy all over that curl route on the pass. But a good catch getting close to the first down.
Good D by Kennedy, and that brings up a 2nd and 3, 7 yards on the play. Reddick flips it to Beaver, and he's got a first down and more, out of bounds at the 25-yard line, stopped by Hayden Grisham.
Yeah, these are tough to swallow right here if you're Corey Kopatich in Waukee Northwest. You've got Eli Eckerman with a chance in the backfield for like a 4-yard loss, and it's a swing and miss. You dial it up, that's the play you want, right? Get Eckerman a chance to get in the backfield, and you have it, and then it just doesn't happen. A great job, Brody Beaver, making it happen.
1st and 10, Lightning. Reddick changes the play. Another handoff to Beaver. He's got room, and down to about the 17-yard line near another first down.
Yeah, Iowa City doing it again. A long drive. I mean, now we're over 50 yards on this drive for Iowa City Liberty, much like their first 2 drives of the game where they marched it down 80 yards. It took up so much time. You know, Waukee Northwest doing a good job of creating some stops here and there, but now as the clock keeps running and you're down, I mean, how many more opportunities you're going to get if you let Iowa City Liberty have these types of possessions?
Only a minute to go in the third quarter in what has been a fast-moving football game. Lightning leading 14-7. Redding. Quick pass out to Schroeder.
Now this Iowa City Liberty offense, you know, you're seeing screens and you're thinking, oh, why don't most teams do this if they have a fast receiver? Most teams don't have multiple receivers that can make the blocks that these Iowa City Liberty receivers are making on the edge. I mean, they are locking up safeties out there and making sure that their receivers have one-on-one situations. It's not a 2-on-1 where a lot of receivers miss their block. And it's just hard. It's not easy for those guys on the outside to block other fast guys. They're just not used to doing that.
And wanting to be a good blocker means being a team-first guy.
Sure it does.
Redding, another carry for Beaver inside the 15-yard line. So Waukee Northwest needs to keep the Lightning out of the end zone because that is the end of the third quarter. It's the Liberty Lightning 14, the Waukee Northwest Wolves 7 after 3 quarters at the Unidome. You're watching the IHSAA football semifinals presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. More Class 5A action on the Hy-Vee Championship Network after this break.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
I don't get it. Why is there uneven crop emergence out here?
Great question, Jill. From what I've seen, soil compaction from your sprayers and grain carts is the likely culprit. This can hinder root penetration and emergence along field edges.
What would I do without you, Tom?
Hey, that's what I'm here for. Let's catch up later. I'm needed over in Monroe County.
From personalized insights to year-round support, Channel Seed pros always show up. Channel, all in, all season.
Nice guy.
What does commitment mean? To protect what's important? To invest in the future? It means providing peace of mind. It's what reliable people do. It's what local banks do. Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are proud to be trusted partners in building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Ladies, the bake sale's about to start. Are you ready?
We've got this.
Okay.
Oh, guys, he's here.
Quick start delivery for Janet.
Bring it here. Let's get this bake sale going. Yeah. Come on. Best bake sale ever. Oh, yeah. Let's dig in.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
IHSAA Semifinal Football is brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the IHSAA, championing youth through sports and education. And by Cookies, epic sauces and bold seasonings. Remember, smart cookies use cookies. And by the Iowa Bankers Association, Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
As sole title sponsor of the Iowa High School Athletic Association, Iowa Farm Bureau provides millions of dollars in awards, recognition programs, grants, and scholarships, helping to support student achievement on the field and in the classrooms. So the fourth quarter, crunch time here with the Lightning up a touchdown, and with the football in striking distance, Redding zips a pass in to number 40.
Wow, what a catch. Landon Bell goes up high, skies for the catch, nearly a touchdown. Way to hang on to that ball. A bullet thrown, all hands.
And he was hit.
What a catch.
And Ben Gallagher knocked Bell, but did not jar the ball loose. So first and goal.
What a catch, giving a new set of downs for the Lightning.
Beaver lines up next to Redding in the backfield. And a whistle. And timeout on the field. Iowa City Liberty gives us a chance to give a salute to the officials. They do such a good job out here at the game. There's a look at Scott Chandler. He is the head coach of Iowa City Liberty, in its 8th year? And
just 8 years, 2017 of August when the school opened.
We appreciate the work the officials do, not just here at the state semifinal level or next week's championship games, but just Friday after Friday, in some cases Thursday, and even down to the freshman and junior varsity level. I mean, it takes these guys and women to put these games on. And to have this happen, you have to have officials. And for a while there, the shortage was becoming dire. But we've seen more people sign up, not just in football, but other sports, and that's great to see.
Yeah, and it's because of, and rightfully so for those that couldn't take, it's bad out there sometimes. But it's because of these that stuck it out and, understood that this is for such a big moment for these kids to have an opportunity, and just allowed more referees to come in and fill those voids.
First and goal, Liberty, Redding, touchdown, Lightning. What a game he's having.
Yeah, and deservedly so for him to cap that drive off, calling his own number, getting into the end zone, putting this up 2 possessions now with a chance to go 21-7 on a team that I think many thought would overpower the Liberty Lightning just based on sheer size alone. But more than just depth charts and paper and reading weights and heights of players, in the Iowa City Lightning showing that you got to play the football between the lines.
Wise has been automatic, and he is again. You see the Liberty students fired up, look ready for a luau. It's warm enough in Iowa. Will be again tomorrow. There's Redding, the drive. It's a lot of Reese Redding.
It is. It goes through him, and Waukee Northwest has him, pegged. They've been following him. They've been watching film and know how dangerous he is, and it still just doesn't matter. Today, he has been on. He's been electric. He's been on target, hitting his guys all over the field. Even when stuff breaks down, he's been having success on the run. I mean, obviously he has the interception and the fumble, but he comes right back and makes great plays. What does Ted Lasso say? You have to have the memory of a goldfish, right?
That's right. I've already forgotten what you just said, Justin.
He forgets it. He knows I'm here to make another play. Next play, next play. He lives in the moment, and that's why Iowa City Liberty is up 21-7.
Finn O'Toole will kick off for number 80, good Irish name. Finn, it's a short kick, and Jordan Green needs to make something happen, and he's trying, but good coverage there by the Liberty Special Teams unit. This clearly is a well-coached team. And Northwest, with 11:11 to go in the fourth quarter, down 2 touchdowns. Can't waste any drives here if you're going to get to the championship game where Dowling Catholic, the 1 seed, awaits the winner here.
Yeah, Keith, you talked about time of possession and how, Northwest needed to do a better job. That drive for Liberty started with 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Waukee Northwest just getting the ball back.
Woodruff on the ground. He picks up 4 or 5 yards for Northwest, setting up a manageable 2nd and let's call it 6, maybe 2nd and 5. Mac Heitland's just had an outstanding year for Northwest. And he's swallowed up. Grayson Beatty also there, number 41, Hank Thompson.
Yeah, great defensive, just swarming around Heitland. Great coverage. Hats off to the secondary for making it hard for Heitland to find anybody open deep and making this tough situation for 3rd down for the Wolves.
3rd and 10. Heitland needs something here, but he faces pressure, gets rid of it. Looking for Isaiah Oliver, but it's not there. Down 2 scores, 10-14 to go. You've got to punt here, right?
Yeah, because you're backed up right now.
Yeah, it's too
early.
early.
They are on the field. That was a big drive, Keith, because we know how long, if Liberty has a successful drive, what can happen. I mean, it's no small feat for them to have the ball for 5 minutes, and if they score, I mean, you're not going to have much time. They needed to really have a big drive there, the Wolves did.
Quaid kicks, and it's not a good kick. Shanked it. It does get benefit of 5-10 yards of roll. It is into Liberty territory, but good field position here for a Liberty team that doesn't need assistance right now.
Yeah, you really have to now, Waukee Northwest, I mean, this is a stop right here. This is your defensive stop. Has to happen because you have not done a great job of stopping Liberty. They scored on their only 2 possessions of the second half. Well, actually, no, they gave away the fumble. So they just scored on their 2nd possession, and the only time you've scored was because they fumbled in the end zone.
I'm so impressed with Reese Redig's ability to process the game. Like whether he's running or passing, his head and vision, his head's on a swivel and his vision is everywhere. And he just sees a light, sees where the space is, sees where the open receiver is. He reads, waits when he's running, sees where the hole is and goes through it. Those are not small things. If you played football, you know how difficult it is to do those things in real time with big, strong guys chasing you that want to knock your head off.
Yeah, and it's the old adage, big things come in small packages. You're talking about how important his play is and how big he plays on the field. He's 5'9", 170, and he got bigger from last year, where he led all of 5A in total yards of offense. So the guy is small in stature but big out there on the field.
Beaver goes wide, and Beaver is out in the middle of the field. He's got a chance. He's going to pick up a block from Cherry, and Beaver takes it all the way down inside the 5.
Wow.
A backbreaker from the Beaver.
The effort on this play by everybody in a white jersey is remarkable. Watch Cherry, he's not even in your screen. And he comes, he's sprinting like he's running a 40-yard dash for NFL scouts at the combine on a play that was completely out of his area. And they're up 21-7. We talked about teams that aren't ready to settle for making it to their first semifinal. Liberty has shown that this whole game, this is not where they wanted to finish, even though it's the first time they've ever been here.
Redig, and this time nothing. He is popped by Ben Gallagher. That hustle to block, the selfless play there by Cherry, that added at least 5 yards to that run, maybe 10.
It was amazing, and that's one of those plays that you just play in the film room over and over, and you let your team see it, and then you get chills watching it because you see how much he wants it, how much he wants that play, and vice versa. If you got a team that you feel just doesn't have the desire, you play that and you say, look at number 22. This is where we need to be at next year. These are the types of plays that we need to have.
Lubenthal will take it into the middle, and Northwest will keep him out of the end zone. I don't think it's any stretch that Northwest absolutely has to keep Liberty from scoring here. There's only 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game.
3-possession game if they even get a field goal. But Waukee Northwest, no one can get a turnover better than the Wolves.
We saw it in the first half.
They've got the most in all of 5A, 26 on the season after the 2 today. It's very possible. Rip the ball, strip sack, scoop and score, get a big play. It's in the Wolves.
3rd and goal, big play. Redding to Lubenthal. And he is brought down quickly by Ben Gallagher. Gallagher making a play when the Wolves defense needed one.
You see the difference. I mean, it's do or die right now, and the Wolves can sense it, and they're flying to the football on that play.
Yep.
That was a speed that we have not seen too much of, and it could pay off here.
Elliott Combe assisted on that tackle. And 4th and goal, Liberty will kick it to try to make it a 3-score game. And Wise has made 82% of his field goals this year. And he doesn't miss. So the Lightning really put pressure on Northwest. Here's the big run again. Brody Beaver taking it outside, switching the ball to the outside hand and picking up a block.
Yeah, what a good job effort. Just crisscrossing the field, and then other guys that see how much that they want to win this game, blocking for them, coming out of nowhere seemingly. It all led to a field goal. A good stop there if you're Waukee Northwest. That's what you needed after Beaver got the ball down to the 2-yard line. But will it be too much to overcome? One of the more electric kickoff return teams in the state right here. If they kick the ball to either one of them, Isaiah Oliver or Jordan Green, it could go back for 6 real quick. Both of them with kickoff returns for touchdowns of over 90 yards on the year.
Finn O'Toole kicks off for Liberty. Now, his last kick landed around the 15-20 yard line. So that is an opportunity for Oliver Green to get a running head start with all their speed and see if they can get Northwest back in the game. Better kick this time. Fielded inside the 5 by Green, and he is swallowed up by that Liberty coverage.
Yeah, great job on kickoff coverage there. That is not easy, especially against the speed that the Wolves have.
We're inside of 7 minutes. This has been a fast-moving game. Justin, if we're out of here before 10, we may have time for you to take me by to see your statue here on the UNI campus.
Yikes, right? I mean, it's like a Army figurine, right? Those little guys.
Heitland. Oh, boy. Oliver couldn't handle that. And for a moment there, as it was thrown high, I thought maybe we're going to see Heitland's first pick.
And I think, there's just under 7 minutes, but I think sometimes you need to take into account how you've been playing this game and how the other team's been playing. This needs to be a 2-minute drill. You've got to go no huddle, and you've got to score quick and move plays like it's 2 minutes left.
Quick pass out to the field to Green. So, Justin, you played in so many football games, big games here at UNI, and you were a high school star. Like, when does it creep into your mind or the minds of most players that we're not going to win this game? Is Northwest there yet?
Points on this drive, because Liberty has had several drives of 5 minutes, and if you don't put points on the board and give them the ball back, you may not see it again.
Heitland, quick pass, Oliver. Ball's on the ground, Liberty swallows it. And that's probably going to do it. Hank Thompson recovers. Oliver fumbles. Thompson recovers. And the Liberty fans can feel it.
Always active, always flying to the football. We've seen so much effort out of Isaiah Oliver. I mean, he was working, breaking tackles, trying to make something happen. But 3 guys following Oliver. 3, not just the guy covering him, not just maybe the safety in the area. Everybody pursuing. As soon as that ball was flicked through the air by Mac Heitland, Liberty Lightning guys were running towards the football, and that pays off. The effort again by the Lightning coming through big.
1st and 10 inside Wolves territory. Here come the Lightning. Reese Redding stutters, waits, patient, picks up 6 yards. And Liberty has just been impressive in all facets of football tonight.
Yeah, and they've just been holding the football with big drives. Nothing too huge outside of that, big long run by Beaver on the last drive, but it's all been just kind of pick your poison, and they are just killing you with these, small cuts. And then you look back, you look up, they're in the end zone, and they took off 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the time of possession. And it's really been impressive what Scott Chandler and the Lightning been able to do to one of the best teams, still one of the best teams in the state in Waukee Northwest.
Lubenthal through the middle, burst of speed down to the 30. Wow, so what a contrast we've had in our 2 games here. In the first game, Valley Dowling, the 2 teams had combined for 89 playoff appearances and 15 championships. In this game, the 2 teams have combined for 8 playoff appearances and no championships, in part because neither school has been around for more than 8 years.
They're so new. They haven't even lived through more than 2 presidential cycles, Keith. I mean, it's 8 years for Iowa City Liberty.
Another 1st and 10 for Redding and company. He keeps it. Boy, it is hard to know what Liberty will do next. It will be such a contrast in styles next week. What an intriguing game, assuming Liberty is going to win this game. Liberty against Dowling Catholic. That'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because they kind of, the yardage is racked up numbers-wise similar, I feel like. But it's traditional because Dowling will hand the ball off to Middleton. Liberty will throw the ball for 3, 4 yards, 5 yards, and it's like a run. So the clock keeps going. That's why this game has been so fast. A lot of passes. It's all like short passing in the middle of the field, like a run.
Flips, pitches, pushes.
Yeah,
they'll do it all. Yes. 2nd and 4, Lubenthal, and he's brought down. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down here. Waukee Northwest, the Wolves just 1 loss coming into this game to rival Waukee, and that was definitely a case of the old throw the records out the window because it's a rivalry game, and Waukee ended up being a playoff team. That was a 31-28 game, and Northwest comes in as the 2 seed under Corey Kapatich, and they've just had an outstanding season and provided so many thrills for these fans. But it's tough when that realization starts settling in that it's going to end after this game.
Yeah, a lot of hard work put into it on both sides of this ball. Good batted down play there.
It's a great play.
Getting his hand up.
Eli Eckerman, he's been playing hard the whole game.
He really has. Nothing to hold your head down about, but still going to the whistle. Great effort there by Eckerman. And now, 4th down here. With a few 4th down situations for the Liberty. But good job by Waukee Northwest, just hanging in there, just trying to do something, get their offense the ball back some way, form, or fashion.
4th and 4, and the Liberty will go for it. And they've been pretty creative on these 4th down calls and the 3rd down calls. So let's see what they do here. We'll use a timeout. So Scott Chandler will call a timeout. Thanks again to the Iowa Farm Bureau for presenting the Athletic Association's 2025 Football Championship Week. As sole title sponsor of the Iowa High School Athletic Association, Farm Bureau recognizes athletic and academic achievement on the field and in the classroom helping to nurture Iowa's future leaders. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Lightning lead the Wolves 24-7. They're ready to party. They're
already in the shirts and the outfits.
They got the shirts. They look like they're having fun. They're going to have more fun. They're going to be back next week for the championship game. So as you see these two teams, what do you expect next week when presumably Liberty plays Dowling Catholic?
I expect, in order to try to beat Liberty, your effort has to match or be better than this Liberty team. And its effort, all players and layers of the team that Scott Chandler has built here in Iowa City. And you can't just expect, because you're big and you're Dowling and you've got a 300-pound lineman, that you're going to roll over them. They play with heart, effort, and they're powerful.
Look at that call. Lubenthal, touchdown. Lightning strikes again.
Great play here. 4th down, you've got Waukee Northwest expecting them to try to just get the 4 yards and get to that line. But this is how Liberty's played all season long. You don't let up on the gas. You don't stop, because, if we get to the 1st down marker, we can ice this thing. We're going for a touchdown. We've got to assume that Waukee Northwest is going to still be putting out their guys to try to get a strip sack and get an interception. We need to put them away.
We know Wise doesn't miss extra points, did not miss that one, and it is 31-7. Liberty, the 4 seed, over the 2 seed Northwest. Here we see how the drive started, Justin. The turnover from Oliver, and that all that ended Northwest's hopes, and then Liberty cashes in.
Right there, another 4th down conversion, 2 for 2 on the game right there, and that one goes for a touchdown to Lobenthal. Reddick again, just finding a way to work his magic, kind of a quarterback read option, kind of play action with himself. Fakes the quarterback dive like you're going to go for the 4 yards, and then stops, hits a wide open receiver. No one saw that coming.
They've been really creative when they had to have a play, a 4th down, a 3rd and long. Liberty has found ways to catch the Wolves off guard. It's been impressive. Let's see, this ball will go into the end zone, so touchback. 20-yard line start here for Northwest, down 31-7.
Yeah, I would say Liberty does a good job of making sure all 11 defenders have to do their job. Now, Dowling, Tom Wilson, one of the all-time winningest coaches in high school football, that's kind of how they like to play. But they will find your weaknesses, Liberty. It's not like good thing the backside D-back, they didn't see that he blew coverage. Iowa City Liberty needs everybody playing well on that defense to be stopped. Otherwise, Reese Riddick is going to burn you if all 11 guys are not 100% on their cues and reads.
Heitland finds Michael Dunnigan, the senior receiver, picks up 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 at the 3:20 mark. Again to Dunnigan. Cherry with the coverage, and does not pick up the 1st down there, so brings up about a 3rd and 2. Mac Heitland is he's just a junior.
Yeah.
So this Northwest quarterback will be back.
A lot of guys coming back from both teams, which is real interesting to see them both get matched up against each other on this side of the bracket, because you like it when you got guys coming back. It's always so heartbreaking when you got seniors, and they each do. So either way, there's going to be some sad faces because they know they're not putting on the jersey anymore. But there'll be a lot of hunger in Northwest's minds on the offseason, I'm sure.
Vineyard on the crossing route, and he puts the ball on the ground. No, it was down. It was down. The line judge says down, so Northwest will keep the football here. The clock continues to running. We're inside of 3 minutes. And just in these two schools, Liberty and Northwest, we're already seeing it's not just football. They're competing across many sports. The Northwest Wolves girls volleyball team just won the state championship.
Yeah, what a magnificent run they had in the state championship. That was out in Coralville.
Lost 4 sets the entire season.
She just kept running, rattling it off. One of the favorites too. I mean, they were marked from the beginning of the season, and to keep all those teams at bay and to reach their goal, that was impressive to see them get the trophy.
Heitland has a huge lane up the middle. He's still going on his feet inside the 15 all the way down to the 11. Mac Heitland out there battling.
Never give up. Mac Heitland showing why he's one of the team leaders as just a junior, but great job taking off and running. 4 touchdowns running with his legs. Almost had his 5th there, and a great job getting inside the red zone.
Heitland rolling. Touchdown Northwest. That is Jordan Green, as Northwest will fight to the end of this one. Much respect for that drive there.
Yeah.
The Wolves see the scoreboard. They know they're not going to win this game at this point, but they're still out there proud and trying to make it closer, doing whatever they can.
Yeah, human nature to have your head down and feel sorry, and they're not doing that. They're still, just keeping at it, keep pounding that stone and trying to, just making the community proud.
They'll go for 2. Try to make it a 2-score game. 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. There's a look at Corey Kapatich, 5th year at Waukee Northwest. He's in the middle with the Nike swoosh hat.
Yeah, has done a good job ever since they split as one school, and Waukee split to Waukee Northwest. I think some people thought it would be tough, a learning experience for Northwest. They've made the playoffs the first 3 years.
Right, they've made it 4 out of 5 years. 2-point conversion, good. Isaiah Oliver in for 2. That does make it a 2-score game. We'll have an onside kick coming up here. 31-15.
Yeah, great job. Mac Heitland taking off with his legs. He's got the 4 rushing touchdowns, but all are within the 5-yard line. So they haven't seen too many big runs like that this season out of Mac Heitland. But sometimes you just got to take matters in your own hands. Stuff hasn't been working, and that's what he did right there. Drop back, saw green space open. Look at Isaiah Oliver blocking downfield, and he's got guys just still working hard, and that's what you like to see. Michael Dunnigan blocking as well for Heitland to try to spring him free.
Love to see it, and that 2-point conversion looked easy.
Yeah.
Not a lot has come easily for Northwest in this game, but that did. And here comes the onside kick. So Keenan Quaid is the kicker. He's a senior. He's a good kicker. He's made 75% of his field goal attempts here. And the hands team is out for Liberty. This will catch no one by surprise, of course. And Pryor Reiner's, Randy Reiner's son.
Yeah, fitting. He had such a good game, opening things up with the first score of the game.
That's right.
7-0 to put the Liberty Lightning on the board.
Yeah, we got a good uniform game here. Good mascot game. The Lightning, that's a strong
I like it.
nickname.
You got enough lightning out there.
Those lightning bolts look good everywhere. Roy Hobbs had it right in the natural. You got lightning bolt looks good on anything. They have a mascot that's got like a lightning head. The Wolves,
like a Greek god out there.
Oh yeah, the Wolves have several different uniform combinations, and they all look sharp. 1st and 10, this is Cherry, the guy who ran down the field to make that block that created extra yards with his hustle. And Liberty may be undersized, as Scott Chandler has pointed out. But, oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Mascot's not undersized. He's hit the weight room.
Man, look at that guy. That looks like Ed Wilson with a beard.
He's got the lightning, too, controlling the storms, bringing the thunder.
Jeez, yeah. The Lightning has had he's got all kinds of tea coursing through his veins. He's a big dude. 2nd and 7 here. Video broadcasts of Iowa High School Athletic Association state championship events are copyrighted property of the IHSAA. Reproduction or retransmission of these broadcasts without the express written consent of the IHSAA is prohibited. So Justin, don't even try it.
Don't even
you
think
get
about
that express written consent or
That's real.
Leave it alone. 2nd and 7, Reese Redding. So fun to watch. He's had a great game. Quick pitch out to Beaver. He picks up 8 or 9 more yards. He's stopped by Combe, who had that big interception in the first half that stopped the bleeding for Waukee Northwest.
Sure did. It really did. It made it, going into halftime just 14-0 instead of possible 21. And yeah, like you said, Reese Redding over 210 yards passing, Keith. 26 of 31, just 5 incompletions all game. That includes the 1 interception that he had. I mean, he's been almost perfect there. And 66 yards rushing as well.
Victory formation now for Liberty. The Lightning will go into their first state championship game in Class 5A. And the contrast in style here, not just X's and O's, but just program history. You're going to have a program that has won 10 championships since the year 2000, Dowling Catholic. And you're going to have Iowa City Liberty in its first championship game.
Yeah, old guard, new guard right there. And you've got kind of this no-huddle spread offense, real quick strike, kind of using that pass as a run game, short passes that lead to big gains and big drives against Dowling that traditionally, line you up and kind of, run it down your throat. I mean, they'll use Ian Middleton, who had nearly 30 carries today. They're going to rely on him a lot, kind of the old-fashioned running back there, and then sprinkle in some big passes downfield as well if you get, creeping up on the line of scrimmage and caught peeking for a play action.
Well, the students are having fun. Inside of a minute, it's 31-15.
Yeah, both student sections came strong here, made the drive from...
Somebody keep an eye on the mascot.
Yeah. Looks like he's up to something.
Yeah, he looks ready to celebrate, and I don't think anybody should get in his way. So Corey Kapatic has timeouts. He's not going to use them here. Waukee Northwest played hard, had a fantastic season. Only one team gets to win the championship. The end is hard for everybody else, whether it came in the regular season, first round, quarterfinals, semifinals. You don't want it to end, but it does end for all but one team in each class. And Iowa City Liberty, in just its 8th year, will advance to the championship game to take on the Dowling dynasty of this century.
Unbelievable game today. Iowa City Liberty 31-15. Iowa City Liberty going to take on Dowling Catholic next Friday in the 5A championship. Here's a look right here. November 21st, 7 p.m.
Man, looking forward to that matchup. That'll be on Iowa Public Television next Friday night. So Dowling Catholic and Iowa City Liberty. Dowling Catholic the 1 seed, Liberty is the 4 seed. That'll do it from the Class 5A semifinals. Your winner again is the Liberty Lightning, 31-15 over the Northwest Wolves here on the Hy-Vee Championship Network.
Now stick around, we'll have awards and our quick star of the game when we come back from our final break.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. So if you don't have one, get started with Mercy One. From annual wellness visits to screenings and immunizations, our primary care doctors can help you be proactive with your health, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
We're not just lighting a stadium, we're creating lasting memories. We're not just installing a mini pitch, we're empowering youth to learn and grow. We're not just retrofitting an airport, we're creating an environment where workers can feel safer. This is why, whether it's a game down the street, professional stadiums around the world, or treasured monuments and landmarks, you always know when it's must go.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
IHSAA Semifinal Football on the Hy-Vee Championship Network is brought to you by Hy-Vee, a proud partner of IHSAA. Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. And by Sukup Manufacturing Company, the world's largest family-owned and operated manufacturer of grain storage, drying, and handling equipment. And by the Iowa Farm Bureau. From rural roots to statewide pride, Iowa Farm Bureau proudly supports student athletes across Iowa.
Iowa City Liberty Lightning advance to the Class 5A state championship next weekend, where the Lightning face the Dowling Catholic Maroon Machine. Great season comes to a close for the Waukee Northwest Wolves, the 2 seed here in these playoffs, and they had a great season, and they'll be back. They've got a good program going there. Highlighting the top performer from this Class 5A semifinal, your Quick Star star of the game is Reese Redding.
Yeah, as advertised, Keith, the leader in total offensive yards in all of 5A, 26 of 31, 210 passing yards, 2 passing TDs and a rushing TD, 66 yards rushing. He could do it with his legs and his arm, and he was so lethal outside of the pocket, finding guys on broken routes, and it really was a backbreaker, leading to 5 of 9 on 3rd down, 2 of 2 on 4th down for the Iowa City Liberty Lightning.
Yeah, he is just in control out there and seeing angles. He sees angles when he's running, passing, just great vision, like a point guard at quarterback. On the go, Quick Star's got you covered. Fuel up, grab a bite, and score offers with their Quick Rewards app. Get everything you need only at Quick Star.
That's been great here to watch and see next Friday's Class 5A game. The matchup is set. It'll be your winner that you just saw, the Iowa City Liberty Lightning, taking on the Dowling Catholic Maroons.
We appreciate you joining us as we look at the bracket, Dowling Catholic and Liberty. That's next week on Iowa Public Television. Boy, this was fun, wasn't it?
It sure was. A lot of passion, camaraderie, and school pride on display. All 4 teams in the Class 5A semifinals just did a great job. Unfortunately, only 2 teams can move on, but it was fun to be a part of.
We appreciate you joining us for this coverage of the Iowa High School Athletic Association's 2025 football semifinals presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. After 4 games here today, we'll call it a night from the Unidome in Cedar Falls. For Justin Surency and the entire production team that was so helpful and welcoming here in Cedar Falls, I'm Keith Murphy. Thanks so much for watching IHSAA football on the Hy-Vee Championship Network.